Hey everyone, this is our product marketing iteration plan sync video for the digital experience team for January 30th. I'm going to hand this over to Tina. We can kind of discuss our thoughts for this iteration.
Okay, so the top two items, my priority items for this iteration are the creation of two new solutions pages. So we're having kickoff meetings this week to discuss the new incubation engineering page and a new startups solutions page, which may or may not actually affect the SMB page because that had been written for also startups. So we'll take a look at that. I'm also going to look at the competition page feedback from Dave and Sid and try to resolve those quickly. And if I have time, I will jump on some customer case studies issues that we've had from last year. I'm pretty excited to update those pages. So I hope I have time to work on them this quarter. I'm also the DRI for our slippers maintenance issue this iteration. So I might look at updating the overview page. I'm not sure how much time I'll have to work on slippers this iteration, but I'll do my best. I'll pass it over to Nathan.
Thanks, Tina. Yeah, the majority of stuff for me, again, this iteration is going to be our translations. We're getting there. It's just now there's a few JavaScript errors and there is some configuration that needs to be done on SmartLink side. So a lot of that's just going to be facilitating that work. Lauren sent off an email, I think it was last week, to get some of it done. So I'm just going to make sure that it gets followed through and get those fixed. And then, yeah, I think we're going to chat or spike out potentially not using SmartLink's GDN and instead maybe housing the translations in-house in our own YAML files or data files. So there's going to be a bit of collaboration around that. But yeah, mostly around the same stuff and just trying to get this German homepage out and potentially a bunch of other pages. But yeah, I think that's about it. And then if anything comes up with competition or whatever, I can hop on that as well. I'll hand it off to Mateo.
Thank you, Nathan. I have a couple of pages that I will be updating with the new styling, which is the open source page, which already exists on Buyers Experience, just needs the new styling to be applied. And then the open source partners page, which is a migration from tab to Buyers Experience. I also still have the synopsis page, which we will ping for content, see if we can finally get that and finish with that one, and then I can hop on anything that comes up. I'll pass it over to Margaret.
Yep. So for this iteration, I'm going to be working on something similar to what Mateo mentioned. I'll be working on the solutions open source pages, but sorry for the joint page. I'm also going to be continuing working on fixing the Hoover State issue on Safari. Currently working on an MR for that. And I'm going to be supporting Miguel from the NAP group because we're having some issues with slippers with the package being used on BE. So I'm planning on working on that with him. And I currently have an issue which is actually already in review on MR for the anchors and the maturity pages. So that's just pending code review. Other than that, I'm just open to take any new issues. I think that's it.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone. And yeah, the weird one where it's last 2 days of the quarter, Q4. Wednesday is the beginning of Q1. So we will probably have some more conversation later this week about like priorities for the rest of this iteration as well as the rest of the quarter. So we'll chat about that later. Thanks, everyone.